Hey everyone, Cruising with JT here, and after publishing a few Utopia the Seas updates recently, I had a lot of folks reach out and ask if I was going to be going on the inaugural cruise in July. Today I'm going to share a bit more about why I decided not to attend the inaugural cruise for this amazing ship, and whether or not I'll be attending inaugurals in the future. Here we go. Be sure to hit that like button, everyone, and if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel and also enable those notifications. When Utopia the Seas first came out for booking in June of 2023, I was just as excited as every other cruiser. I logged out of my computer super early in the morning on June 20th, 2023, and had my travel agent book the first room I could get. With Utopia only doing 3 and 4 nighters, I knew I was going to be doing my first ever back-to-back cruise. First on July 19th for the 3-nighter, and then on July 22nd for the 4-nighter. While the excitement for booking was extremely high, I quickly realized after I booked that I was likely overpaying for my rooms. To give you some perspective, one of the main reasons I won't be going on Utopia the Seas is because the solo rate for an inside cabin for both sailings was pretty costly. For full transparency, the 3-nighter was $1,900 for an inside room, and the 4-nighter was $2,400 for the same room. So $4,300 for 7 nights in an inside room, which comes out to about $615 per night. That's expensive as it is for an inside room, right? While the prices have gone down slightly in the past few months, I still don't think the per person cost per night for a solo traveler is a good deal, and I'd be paying the premium for the brand new ship. Crazy as it sounds, even my Icon of the Seas inaugural cruise was less expensive than Utopia the Seas, and my family and I stayed in an ocean view balcony room, compared to the inside room on Utopia the Seas I was going to try. I love inaugural cruise experiences, and the Wonder of the Seas inaugural I did back in March of 2022 along with the Icon of the Seas this past January of 2024 was phenomenal. And just the pricing became extremely high for Utopia, and as much as I want to go, I can't justify paying that much even for creating content as a YouTuber. So instead of going solo, I'm going to go with my family at a later time when the rates come down just a bit. Another reason I decided to cancel was because Utopia the Seas is very similar to Wonder of the Seas, like 95% the same. Sure, there are some differences, but they are very small in the overall view of things. When Wonder of the Seas came out, it was like a super Oasis class ship, so I had to go check it out. And Icon of the Seas, well, that speaks for itself. It's a brand new class of ship, so I had to go. So how about you? Are you going on the Utopia the Seas inaugural cruise? One of the most common reasons why folks don't book inaugurals is, well, outside of the crazy high pricing, shows and other experiences on the ship may not be completed. And while that wasn't the case, I decided to cancel, it did make me think a little bit about it. When I went on Wonder of the Seas inaugural, I really cared about just being on the ship, and while most of the shows weren't ready and props were missing from the ice show and so on, it didn't take away from my enjoyment. And same goes for Icon of the Seas. I loved both those ships for what they were, and being one of the first to sail on that super new Oasis class ship along with the first ever Icon class was pretty cool. Utopia of the Seas may or may not be ready when it sails in July 2024, specifically July 19th. If it is, that's great, but if not, that's okay too. I'll just catch the shows and onboard experiences when I go in the future sometime with my family. I thoroughly enjoyed the Wonder inaugural cruise and the Icon of the Seas inaugural cruise from a content creator perspective. And I got a pretty good deal on the Wonder and Icon for 7 nights, even though it was really expensive. Hands down, Icon of the Seas was my most expensive cruise to date. I mean, the amount I was paying per night for Wonder of the Seas was pretty reasonable for Wonder and Icon, and I'm just so happy I got to experience it. For Utopia, $600 per night for an inside room just isn't worth it. Now, if Royal Caribbean reaches out to me and wants to send me on Utopia the Seas as a media influencer, I would totally be open to that. Wink, wink. So again, I'm curious, are you going on Utopia the Seas inaugural, or are you waiting it out due to the high pricing they are commanding for the inaugural cruise and other reasons? Some will fakes just a 3 or 4 nighter, but coming from Seattle, that length of a cruise doesn't make sense for me. While I know I'm going to miss the inaugural experience with everyone, I'm happy to save a ton of money and go some other time with my family and still bring you some awesome Utopia the Seas content. One thing I've learned about cruise content is that everyone loves different perspectives, no matter when you go. Leave me your thoughts and questions below. Until next time, this is Cruising with JT. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you again real soon. Take care. And a special shout out to all my Patreon and YouTube members. Thank you so much for your additional support. If you'd like to become a Patreon or YouTube member, I'll include the links in the description below. It's basically a behind the scenes view of Cruising with JT and special access to various benefits and perks and inside information into my upcoming videos. So if you do decide to join, I truly appreciate your support. This video is sponsored by MEI Travel. Feel free to reach out to me at cruisingwithjt@gmail.com, and I'll get you connected to my travel agent at MEI Travel. She'll take great care of you, and I'll also include the information in the description below. Thank you so much.